newconceptvideosports.com presents IHSAA 5A Football Sectional Championship action. Tonight from Demery Field in Merrillville, Indiana, it's the Crown Point Bulldogs and the Merrillville Pirates, the rematch of last year's championship game. And it's brought to you by Oak Partners Wealth and Retirement Management in Crown Point and Valparaiso. They provide comprehensive investment consulting with the goal of adding value to your investment efforts and maximizing results. Stop by and visit Mario Ruiz, Jason Urbanik, and Merrillville graduate Steve Cavis at Oak Partners Investments in Crown Point and in Valparaiso. Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso and Griffith, a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. If you're a sportsman, Blythe's has what you're looking for. Visit them today at teamblythes.com. The Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters and Millwrights, the Carpenters Union, here to better the lives of all the men and women who work at our trade. And finally, the Indiana Sports and Medical Science Institute in Crown Point, offering the most comprehensive athletic development and sports performance training environment in Northwest Indiana. Dr. Timothy Mullally and his staff focus on teaching each athlete correct training techniques, reducing injury potential, and improving overall athletic performance and movement. The Indiana Sports and Medical Science Institute in Crown Point. They always say it's difficult to defeat a well-coached, talented team twice in one season. But this evening, the Merrillville Pirates, who knocked off the Crown Point Bulldogs in Week 3, will see if they can beat the odds to win a sectional championship here tonight. But as if the Pirates need any extra incentive, it's that heartfelt loss to these Bulldogs a year ago, when Crown Point celebrated the championship on Merrillville's home turf. Next, the rematch. Kevin Enright's Crown Point Bulldogs battle Zach Wells and the Merrillville Pirates, right here at newconceptvideosports.com. Crown Point's Zach Snyderwine got things started on this championship weekend with a kickoff that reached the end zone for a touchback. So the Merrillville Pirates, led by quarterback Jake Raspopovich, will begin play from the Crown Point 20-yard line. On the first offensive play of this ballgame, Jake Raspopovich handed the ball off to Bryant Isabel, but he was stopped for a loss of 1 on the play by the Bulldog defense, led by Brendan McKinnon and Ryan Kelleher. A second down pass from Raspopovich to Aaron Dye was incomplete. Then a false start penalty on the Pirates moved the ball back an additional 5 yards and a 3rd and long coming up. On the play, Raspopovich dropped back and tried to dump one off to Cleveland Lomax that came up a bit short and a Merrillville punt. Matt Warren doing the honors for the Pirates, and on the receiving end of that punt, Zach Plezak on the fair catch at the 47-yard line. And the Crown Point Bulldogs will be on offense for the first time tonight. With some razzle-dazzle early on the first down Crown Point snap, Jake Jadis handed the ball off to Tristan Peterson, who then handed off to Zach Plezak, who fired a pass over the middle intended for Tyler Smith, but right there was Pirate Bruce Thomas to break it up. Then before the second down snap, a false start penalty on the Bulldogs moved the ball back 5 yards and a 2nd and 15 coming up. From the 42, Jadis on a pass attempt intended for Zach Plezak was off the mark and almost intercepted, and a 3rd and long coming up for the Bulldogs. Then on the 3rd and long play, Jadis fired a pass that was incomplete, but on the play, a personal foul penalty on the Merrillville Pirates moved the ball to the Pirates' 43, where Crown Point will get a fresh start. On the snap, Tristan Peterson for 5 yards. Then it was Jake Jadis on the keeper for a yard, and a 3rd and 4 coming up. Next, Jadis on an incompletion and a Crown Point punt. The Plesac boot went out of bounds at the Bulldog 23, and that's where the Pirates will take over. On the first down play, Jake Raspopovich optioned the ball to Bryant Isabel for 6 yards before being dropped by Troy Grady. Dylan Collins on the carry for a few yards. Collins again, carrying to the 45-yard line.
Collins again on the carry after the 45-yard line.
But on the play, Raspopovich dropped back, then decided to run with the ball. But the Bulldog defense was ready and dropped him for no gain and a Pirate punt. The Merrillville boot was fair caught at the Pirate 14-yard line, and that's where Crown Point will take over. On the first down play, Jake Jada swung one out to Zach Plesac, and he carried for a modest gain up to the 19, and a 2nd and 5 coming up. Next, Jadis dropped back and hit Tyler Downing coming out of the backfield for a gain up to the 39-yard line, and a Crown Point first down. Again on first down, the handoff to Tristan Peterson, but he was dropped by Brandon Oliver for a loss of 2 on the play. Then on 2nd and 12 before the snap, a false start penalty on the Bulldogs moved the ball back another 5 yards to the 32 where Crown Point will try again. On 2nd and 17, Jake Jadis dropped back and was about to lateral the ball to Tyler Smith, but there stepping in front of the receiver was Sean Streck, and the Merrillville defense dropped the Crown Point quarterback for a loss of 2 more on the play. Then on 3rd and a bunch, the Jadis to Plesac pass attempt was no good, and a Crown Point punt. The Bulldog punt was a short one, and will give the Pirates good field position inside Crown Point territory at the 42-yard line. On the first down Pirate snap, Raspopovich handed the ball off to Dylan Collins, and he sliced through the middle for 4 yards. Next, the same combination. This time Raspopovich optioned the ball to Collins, and a fine run down to the 29, and a fresh set of downs. On the first down play, Raspopovich dropped back and was hurried and had to get rid of the ball, and a 2nd and 10. Then on 2nd down, Raspopovich on the keeper. But right there to wrestle him down was Sean Jones for a loss of 1 on the play. Finally, it was a quick strike. Raspopovich over the middle to an open Aaron Dye, and the Merrillville Pirates lead 6-0 late in the first period. The Pirate kickoff was downed at the Crown Point 28-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over, trailing by 7. On first down, Jadis to Peterson for no gain.
Peterson at the carry left up.
Next, it was Jadis on the keeper, and following some nice upfront blocking, he carried all the way inside Pirates territory, down to the 48-yard line, and a 1st and 10. Then it was Tristan Peterson picking up 9 on another fine run up the middle. On 2nd and 1, Peterson again for just enough to reset the chains, and another Crown Point first down. That ends the first period of play. From Merrillville High School, it's the Pirates 7 and the Crown Point Bulldogs nothing. On the opening play of the second quarter, it was a big one. From the Merrillville 38-yard line on first down, Jadis on the play action fired a bomb intended for Zach Plezak, who leaped up to make the catch at the 4-yard line, and the Crown Point Bulldogs are threatening. On 1st and goal, Tristan Peterson down to the 1-yard line. Before the second down snap, a false start penalty on the Bulldogs moved the ball back to the 6-yard line. Then on the snap, Jadis dropped back again and was hurried by the Pirate defense, and then fired a pass that was almost picked off by Kevin Wilkerson, and a 3rd and goal coming up. On a critical 3rd down play from the 6, trailing by 7 points, Jadis threw a pass near the end zone that Tyler Smith apparently caught, then reached over the line for what he thought was a touchdown. But the ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. You decide. After having a 2nd and goal from the 6-inch line, the Crown Point Bulldogs will try a 23-yard field goal attempt. The attempt was wide left, so with 10:22 left in the first half, the Pirates lead the Crown Point Bulldogs 7-0 and will take over on downs. But on the first down play, another quick strike from Raspopovich to Cleveland Lomax, and he was off to the races. But that was until Crown Point's Tyler Smith caught up with the Merrillville back at the 40-yard line, then stripped the ball and recovered the fumble, and Crown Point is back in business. So back on offense from their own 38-yard line, the Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10. On the snap, Tristan Peterson for 3 yards. Again before the 2nd down snap, the Bulldogs on yet another false start penalty backed them up another 5 yards in a 2nd and 12 from the 36-yard line. On the play, Tyler Smith on the end around picked up 9 of those yards, and a 3rd and short coming up for Crown Point. Next, Janus to Plezak combination for a first down inside Merrillville territory at the 43. On first down, Tristan Peterson for a few before Kevin Wilkerson made the stop.
Peterson on the carry up to the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Tyler Smith on the end around again, but this time for no gain after being met by Ryan Neal at the 40-yard line. Then on another big 3rd down play for Crown Point, Janus rolled out of the pocket, then fired a pass intended for Tyler Smith that was a bit high, and a Bulldog punt.
Brings up 4th down.
So the Pirates will again be on offense from their own 27-yard line. On first down, Ras Popovich on the keeper, and he optioned the ball to Brian Jenkins, and he carried down to the 40, and a Pirate first down. Next, it's Dylan Collins up the gut to the 50-yard line and a fresh set of downs. On first down, an incomplete pass from Raspopovich to Jenkins and a 2nd and 10 coming up. On the snap, Jake Raspopovich dropped back, then hit Aaron Dye in stride, and a first down for the Merrillville Pirates inside the Crown Point red zone at the 16-yard line. Next, on first down, Dylan Collins on the carry, but he was met immediately by Rock Hopman for a loss of 2 on the play. On the 2nd and 12 snap, a holding penalty moved the ball back to the 33, bringing up a 2nd and very long. On the play, again Raspopovich on the option, this time to Dylan Collins, picking up 9, and a 3rd and long for the Pirates. Then on 3rd down, a screen pass that was played well by Crown Point's Connor Andrus for a short gain, and the Pirates will try a field goal with 4:16 left in the first half. The Matt Warren field goal was good, extending the Merrillville lead to 10. The Merrillville kickoff was fielded at the 3-yard line by Tyler Smith, and he carried to the 24 before being tackled by Pirate Joel Martin. On the first down play, a Janus to Plezak pass went incomplete, bringing up a 2nd and 10. On the snap, Tristan Peterson for a couple yards. Then it was Janus to tight end Stephen Potoski, and a nice catch and run coming up a yard short of the first down marker. So it's decision time for the Crown Point Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs decided to run another play on 4th and 1 from the Merrillville 29-yard line. On the snap, the sure-handed Tristan Peterson on the carry, but the ball was jarred loose and picked up by the Pirates, and Merrillville is back in business with 3 minutes left in the first half. So on first down, Dylan Collins was handed the ball, and with a big hole up the middle, carried for a first down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Next, it was Collins again down to the 14-yard line, but following the play, a Merrillville penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. The down was over. It is now third down.
Then on 3rd and long, in a game filled with violations, Jake Raspopovich dropped back, but the Crown Point defense, led by Rory Packard and Rock Hopman, sacked the Pirate quarterback for a loss back to the 48-yard line. And just like the Bulldogs, a scoring opportunity for Merrillville, and nothing happened. The Crown Point Bulldogs will have another chance offensively. The Merrillville punt was a touchback, so the Bulldogs will begin from their own 20. First, it was Jadis DePlezak to move the chains. Then from the 34-yard line, the same combination. Jadis DePlezak up to the 43, and a second down coming up. Next, Jadis on the keeper to move the chains. On 1st and 10 from the Crown Point 49, Jadis on the keeper, but he was hit initially behind the line of scrimmage by Sean Streck, then fumbled the ball, which was recovered by Merrillville's Julian Neal, and the Pirates will have the ball near the midfield stripe. From just shy of the 50, a Raspopovich incomplete pass on 1st down brings up a 2nd and 10 with less than a minute remaining. On 2nd down, Raspopovich dropped back, and this time targeted Aaron Dye, and a Merrillville 1st down at the Crown Point 32. Next, the Raspopovich to Dye combination, and a Merrillville touchdown. The extra point was good, so with seconds remaining in this first half, the Merrillville Pirates lead the Crown Point Bulldogs by 17. The kickoff was fielded at the Crown Point 13 by Tristan Peterson, and he carried to the 25 with 14.2 seconds left in this first half. So the Bulldogs run one play, and the first half comes to an end, with the host, Merrillville Pirates, leading Crown Point 17-0.
Peterson on the carry. He's stopped at the time. He's running off the clock in the first half with the score leaders. Crown Point 0.
This sectional championship game is brought to you by Oak Partners Wealth and Retirement Management in Crown Point and Valparaiso, Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso and Griffith, the Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters and Millwrights, and Dr. Mullally and the Indiana Sports and Medical Science Institute in Crown Point.
To start the second half.
The Merrillville kickoff was fielded, dropped, then recovered by the Bulldogs at the 27, and that's where Crown Point will be on offense to start the second half. On 1st down, a Jadis incomplete pass and a 2nd and 10 coming up. On the play, Jadis on the keeper for 4, up to the 31-yard line. Then on a 3rd and 6 pass play, Jadis threw the ball into the arms of a Pirate defender. But fortunately for the Bulldogs, the ball was dropped, and Crown Point will have to punt. So the Pirates will take over at the 30, leading by 17. On the first down snap, Dylan Collins on the carry. But on the run, the ball was stripped from the back by Zach Bucci, and a fumble that was recovered by the Crown Point Bulldogs. Following an incomplete pass on first down, Crown Point will try again, this time a 2nd and 10. On the snap, the handoff to Tristan Peterson, but he was met for no gain by Pirate Julian Neal. On the 3rd and 8 play, Jadis dropped back, then dumped one off to Tyler Smith, but he was tackled for a loss on the play, and the Bulldogs failed to move the ball again. The 4th down punt went into the end zone, so the Merrillville Pirates will try again offensively from the Crown Point 20. But on the 1st down play, another turnover. Jake Raspopovich rolled to his left, then optioned the ball to Dylan Collins. But right there was Crown Point's Connor Miller to break it up. A fumble, and the Bulldogs have possession inside the red zone early in this 3rd period. Then on the 1st down play, a strike from Jadis to Plezak in the corner of the end zone. And that quickly, the Bulldogs are right back in this one. Following the extra point and the touchback on the kickoff, the Pirates will take over offensively from their own 20-yard line, leading by 10. On the 1st down snap, Bryant Isabel got the call, but he was stood up for a 1-yard loss on a great play by Crown Point's Quentin Klingberg, who beat 2 blockers to make the play. Before the 2nd down snap, another Merrillville false start penalty, and the Pirates will now face a 2nd and 16. On the play, Raspopovich dropped back, was rushed, and sacked at the 2-yard line by Bulldog Brendan McKinnon, and a 3rd and long for the Merrillville Pirates. On 3rd and 27 from just outside the goal line, Raspopovich handed the ball off to Bryant Isabel, and he was able to find a little daylight to give their punter some breathing room. The punt, a nice one. Combined with a friendly bounce, the Crown Point Bulldogs will take over. On 1st down, a Jadis incomplete pass and a 2nd and 10 coming up. On the snap, Jake Jadis dropped back, then tucked it away for a few yards up to the 46, and a 3rd and 4 coming up. Then a nice quick pass from Jadis to Plezak, and enough yardage to move the chains just inside Merrillville territory at the 47. On the 1st down snap, Jadis dropped one off to Zach Plezak for 3 yards before Pirate Quentin Lacey Blackwell made the stop. On the 2nd and 7 snap, Tristan Peterson fighting his way for 4 yards and a 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. Next, on the keeper, Jadis for a 1st down near the 33-yard line. Following another 1st down pass play that went incomplete, the Bulldogs would try again, this time a 2nd and 10. On the snap, Jadis on the keeper, fighting his way for a couple yards. On 3rd down, Jadis went deep, this time with a pass intended for his favorite target, Zach Plezak. But a nice defensive play by Merrillville's Nate Bryant, and for the Bulldogs, it's decision time. So on 4th and 8 from the Merrillville 31-yard line, the Bulldogs decided to run another play. On the snap, Jadis with the ball, and with plenty of time found Tyler Downing at the 17 and a big first down inside the red zone. So on first down, Jadis handed the ball to Tyler Smith for no gain on the play. A second down incomplete pass in the end zone and another important third down try. Again, it was Jadis to the end zone again, and with the same results, a fourth down for the Bulldogs and a field goal attempt coming up. The 34-yard field goal attempt was wide left, and the Merrillville Pirates will take over offensively. On the first down snap, Raspopovich scrambled with the ball and finally was dropped for no gain on the play. Next, it was Raspopovich on the option again to Isabel, and almost disaster again for the Pirates. But fortunately, the officials ruled an incomplete pass, and Merrillville retains possession. Again, it was Raspopovich on the scramble. And the Crown Point Bulldogs hold tough defensively, and a Merrillville punt. The punt took a Crown Point bounce and was down near the midfield stripe where the Bulldogs will try again offensively. On first down for the Dogs, a Janus to Tyler Smith pass for 6 yards, and the quarter has come to an end, with the visiting Crown Point Bulldogs trailing the Merrillville Pirates 17-7. The final period started with the Crown Point Bulldogs trailing by 10 and a 2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line. On the play, Janus took a 2-step drop, then decided to run, but the Pirate defense closed in on the quarterback and dropped him for a loss of 3 on the play. Then on 3rd and long, Janus let one fly deep to Braxton Rice, but Merrillville defensive back Bruce Thomas was able to get a hand on the ball to jar it loose. And right there to clean it up was T.J. Didinga, and the Pirates will again be on offense. On first down from the 9-yard line, Dylan Collins on the carry for a yard. Then on the slant, Raspopovich hit Brian Jenkins for a first down up to the 20. But before the first down snap, an encroachment penalty on the Bulldogs moved the ball up 5 yards, where the Pirates will have a 1st and 5 from the 25-yard line. On the play, Raspopovich dropped back and was able to elude the rush, then carry the ball maybe 5 yards, but enough to move the chains for the Merrillville Pirates. On 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, an incomplete pass brought up a 2nd down play for Merrillville. On the snap, Dylan Collins on the carry for 5 yards. Next, it was Brian Isabel fighting his way to the marker, and enough yardage on the carry to reset the chain. From the 42-yard line on first down, Raspopovich on the keeper for a yard, before Zach Bucci made the stop. Then it was Isabel on the carry, but he lost a couple of yards on a nice defensive play by Anthony Geisen, and a 3rd and long coming up. But on 3rd down, a Merrillville holding call pushed the Pirates back to the 27-yard line, bringing up a 3rd and very long. On the snap, Jake Raspopovich with the ball for a short gain, and Crown Point will get the ball back. The Merrillville punt was caught at the Crown Point 42, where the Bulldogs will have a little over 5 minutes to right their ship. On the first play from scrimmage, Jadis on a quick pass to Tyler Smith that was a bit high, and a 2nd down coming up. But a huge 2nd and 10 play, and the Dogs are back in business. On the snap, Jadis handed the ball to Tristan Peterson. Then on the reverse, Zach Plezak took the ball and fired downfield to Braxton Rice, who hauled it in at the 14, and the Crown Point team is threatening. Then on the very next play, Jake Jadis fired a pass to Zach Plezak, who was stopped at the 1-yard line. But Plezak was able to reach the ball past the goal line to break the play. And the Crown Point Bulldogs are right back in this ballgame. Then Zach Snyderwine converted that so important extra point. And with 4:51 left in this championship game, the Crown Point Bulldogs are breathing down the Pirates' neck, trailing by only 3 points. The Crown Point kickoff was fielded by Aaron Dye, who carried to the 28, where the Pirates will try to eat up some clock. On 1st down, a pitch from Raspopovich to Collins, but the Crown Point defense not only made the play, but stopped the clock with time becoming a factor. Next, Raspopovich to Brian Jenkins, who was about 1 yard shy of the marker, which brings up the biggest play of the game thus far for both teams. But Brian Isabel powered his way for a few yards to reset the chains for the host school. Next, it was Raspopovich to Joey Kauser for 6 yards, and he was able to stay in bounds. Then Dylan Collins making something out of nothing for a couple more yards on the play, and a 3rd and 2 for the Pirates. Isabel on a 3rd down carry for another Merrillville 1st down, and the Bulldogs don't seem to have an answer. Next, it was Raspopovich, just about putting an end to this game, on a keeper and a 47-yard touchdown. The kickoff was fielded by Tristan Peterson at the 15, and he carried to the 22, where the Crown Point Bulldogs will have less than a minute and a half to make something happen. On first down, Jake Jadis to Zach Plezak to move the chains. Next, the same combination, Jadis to Plezak, and a big one down to the Merrillville 29-yard line. Following an incomplete Jadis pass, it came down to the final play of the season for the Crown Point Bulldogs. On the snap, Jadis dropped back and fired a pass over the middle that was deflected and into the arms of Brandon Oliver, and he wisely dropped to his knees, and this game is seconds away from being over. Finally, after running a few offensive plays, this game is over. The Merrillville Pirates have avenged the loss to the same Crown Point Bulldogs from a year ago and move on to the regionals. Congratulations to the Merrillville Pirates for winning the 2012 Sectional Championship. Stay tuned following this interview with victorious coach Zach Wells for some post-game celebration.
Thanks. It was close, obviously, and they made a heck of a run second half.
Aaron Dye had a couple of nice catches for touchdowns in the first half. He had a good game.
Yeah, Aaron's really done a nice job. You know, he's our receiving leader. He's probably got 57, 58 receptions this year, well over 1,000 yards receiving. And he's setting all types of records. Him and Jake and Brian Jenkins have really put together nice seasons, and they're putting up some pretty good numbers for us.
And your D, last week you had 5 turnovers against Chesterton. You got I think it was 4 tonight, so that certainly is big on the D.
Yeah, defensively, I like to think that we're getting better as the time goes on, and you're better because you're only going to face better and better teams. So defense played really well tonight when our offense was struggling, and that's not been often this year. Our defense came to play and picked it up, and I'm really proud of those guys once again this week.
Ras Popovich had a good game as well. He ran a good game. Seemed like Crown Point took over in that third quarter, but you guys came back in that fourth quarter and were not to be denied.
Yeah, we got to go back and look in film, just kind of see what happened. And the long and short is you win by, you got to get more points than the opponent, and we were fortunate to do that tonight.
So you avenged that loss last year in the sectional to Crown Point. It sure has to feel good.
Well, it definitely feels good to win a sectional championship. I don't know that the taste will ever be out of my mouth from that last year's game, but it feels good to win a championship.
Quick thoughts now. You probably heard you're playing Fort Wayne Carroll at home next week, so that's got to be huge too.
Love to be at home. Just love to be at home.
Good luck, Coach.